Hi, today we'll be taking a look at Star Wars Jedi Survivor using an RTX 4080, a Ryzen 5800 X3D and 16GB of 3200MHz CL17 RAM. The data was taken from after the May 1st patch, which improved performance massively, according to hardware unbox data anyway, but I never had time to test that with this system. But I did play the game before the update, and it was a lot more stuttery, so it has improved in that area, but there is some stutters here and there. And with RT on, the frequency and severity of the stutters increases, at least on this system anyway. So it could just be the fact that you're getting higher frame rates making them less noticeable, as when I tested a 3060 I did feel that I got more stutters than I did on this system, so it could just be that. That would make sense, as when you turn on RT you lose a lot of frames. Could also be caused by the increased CPU load when using RT, and when generally more CPU limited, as the 0.1% lows do become slightly less stable in more CPU limited situations. On the RTX 3060 system I used a much weaker CPU, 12100F, so it's under a lot more stress when running this game. For recording the day I used MSI Afterburner, and I played through this little loop that's playing in the video at the moment, from the meditation point all the way back around to it. There's a bit of fighting, bit of climbing, bit where you're not doing much, so a bit of everything. And the fluorescent light, what's coming up in a minute, tanks your frame rate quite a bit, so it does reduce your averages and your minimum frame rates. But I imagine there'll be a lot of other points like that in the game, so it's probably quite accurate to the frame rates you're gonna get. So anyway, let's do it. Starting with 4K epic settings, and we can't get a 60 average here, even the 4080, but with a bit of FSR quality or FSR balanced, you get a massive boost to your frame rates and a great smooth experience, minus the odd stutter. Now we have 4K high. It's a bit smoother here, but I still couldn't get a lock 60. And you're not gaining anything using FSR over the epic settings, due to FSR putting more load on the CPU and the poor CPU utilisation. Now we're trying out some ray tracing settings, and we'll start with 4K epic, and we do alright here, but we were unable to lock 60 FPS. FSR quality did add a little bit of performance, but due to the high load on the CPU with ray tracing, I gained nothing from the additional levels of FSR. Well, I actually lost a little bit of performance. Now we move down to high and medium settings. Didn't bother with FSR here as you're already CPU limited, but at medium settings I could nearly lock 60 but not quite. Now we move down to 1440p and start with epic settings. We're doing great here, 106 FPS average there, with good 1 and 0.1% lows. There will still be some stutters though. With FSR quality you're not really gaining much, not compared to 4K anyway, as your CPU limited here at 1440p. Moving on to high settings now. We're doing a little bit better, but nothing amazing. And for some reason I got worse 0.1% lows, I'm guessing due to the additional load on the CPU, but I can't say that for sure. And with FSR quality we actually got a little worse, definitely down to the CPU limit here. So realistically you're better off just staying at Epic. Now we had RT and we have Epic and high settings, and we were actually able to get a lock 60 at high settings here, which is nice. We got close at Epic too, but not quite there. Now we move down to 1080p. We have Epic and high settings. I haven't used any FSR here due to the CPU limitations. As you can see, going down to high there, you're actually losing a little bit of FPS over Epic. So FSR is definitely not going to help you out.
I'm done with this place.
And finally we have 1080p with RT on, and once again we managed to hit a lock 60 Epic RT this time, but high settings wasn't able to get there. I can't guarantee you'll be able to get a lock 60 with these settings, or if it'll last for the entire game, but for the little bit that I did test, it was a perfect lock 60 at Epic there. Right, so that's it. On my particular system, this ran pretty well, so you can get a nice high frame rate and feel nice and smooth, other than the stutters. But from what I hear, you might have a worse time with stutters than I did. Unfortunately, with RT in this one, it's really punishing, and I did get more stutters with RT on. And I feel like you should really be able to get high performance than this. And if you are going to make a game that just totally destroys your CPU when turning RT on, I think developers might want to think about putting frame generation into it. I haven't really had any time with it myself, but at least give people the option so they have a chance to play at a high frame rate. It might not be for everyone, but there might be some people who really benefit from it. I was able to get a lock 60 with ray tracing on at 1440p and 1080p, but it was just scraping it, so it's not ideal really, and may dip below that in certain parts of the game. Anyway, good game, shame about the stutters. Hopefully they don't affect you too much now since the update. For me, with this system, they're not game breaking, but they are annoying. And hopefully EA will keep working on the game to make it run a bit smoother. If you do want to try this one out without the risk of wasting £60, it's on EA Play Pro, which was £15 for a month, and comes with some other games like Dead Space Remake, sorry. Although the app is down at the moment, so pretty annoying. I actually wanted to use the game to record some 1440p and 1080p footage for the different sections. I couldn't, as it just won't go online, so unlucky for me. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it provided you with some value. If you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe for more. Thanks. Bye.